Travis Etienne hits rock bottom as Jaguars RB to reportedly be ousted by Liam Cohen. The pressure's official Y on for Travis Etienne. Walking into 2025 with his contract situation hanging in the balance, Jaguars running back is staring down what will be the most important season of his career. After HNG, his 2024 campaign turned into a nightmare, thanks to injuries and an offense that looked like it was HLD to get the R with Duke T tape and PRRS. Etienne and E's got everything to prove and not HNG left to lose. The WHO dominate D the league U and 3 as one of the most reliable BACKS in football suddenly found himself ANSWRNG questions about W Heather he SDL had it. But 2025? That's where T Real comeback story begins. The landing at number 32 on Pro Football Focus top running backs list for 2025 probably wasn't the wake-up call Travis Etienne wanted. But it might be exactly what he needed to fuel his Sion backfired. Trevor Sycamores ranking didn't sugarcoat the real why OFWHT went wrong last season. He pointed out the TNES 63.5 PFF rushing grade was a far cry from T 83.2 and D 78.4 grades he posted in his previous two dominantes impansta. Still, there is hope baked into that ranking. Ishani Estia ruggled in 2024, recording just a 63.5 PFF rushing grade, but earned 83.2 and 78.4 PFF rushing grades in T Chitoya seasons prior. Sikima Roti. H is 0.40 cumulative PFF WAR since 2022 ranks 12th among running backs. So WLL, give him the benefit of the doubt had. His 2025 campaign will be better than 2024. The numbers from 2024 tell a brutal story. Interestingly, it has nothing to do with Etienne losing his edge and everything to do with circumstances spiraling out of ROL. After back-to-back 1-0 yard seasons, in 22 and 23, that announced him as one of the league's most reliable backs. Etienne watched H's EF fishing CRATR to just 3.7 yards per rush. However, any O&E who watched Jacksonville's offensive line struggle knows that stat in EDS is context. PFF's de Epper dive revealed the extent of the damage. 51st among Eligibeli Arnieing backs in average yards after contact, 4.5 th in missed tackles forced, and 30th in rushes of 10 or more yards. Those aren't the noom bears of a run-in-G back who forgot H out of play. They're the numbers of a talented player TRing TO8 Magic Bandy aligned to couldn't running lanes. The speculation in Machian it went into overdrive once the season ended, especially after Jacksonville BROT in a new coaching staff and DRA feeded 2 run-in-G backs, loading to whispers about potential T-raids and reduced role-less. But new offensive coordinator Liam Cohen shut down that noise faster than Ishani used to hit the edge in his PRIME. He's D1 agreeity Joe B. Cohen said about Ishani DNGOTS. I don't really understand some of the stuff I've seen out there. That's absolutely inaccurate. The coach's confidence didn't SDOP there either, painting a picture of a player who's not just surviving the transition but thriving in it. Competition for Series will be real with Tank Bigsby and rookie B. Hashel Teuton in the mix, but the T might AC2 ally W work in Ishanini's favor if it keeps him freeze HW staff to deploy him in the situations where he's most effective. But what if the Ravens show interest in him? Could Travis Etienne be the perfect complement to Derrick Henry in Baltimore? The Baltimore Ravens struck gold when they landed Derrick Henry. The 30-year-old bulldozer nearly cracked the 2,000-yard barrier in 2024 and proved that Father Time hasn't caught up to his legs yet. But even unicorns have weaknesses. Henry's pass-catching limitations have always been the one area where opposing defenses could breathe a little easier. That's where Anthony Palacios from Last Word on Sports sees an opportunity that could make Baltimore's already dominant ground game absolutely unstoppable. It is scooping up Travis Etienne if Jacksonville decides to cut him loose. The timing couldn't be more perfect for a potential Ravens heist. Etienne's coming off his arguably worst professional season while staring down the final year of his rookie contract, and the Jaguars have been stockpiling running backs like they're preparing for the apocalypse. Tank Bigsby already showed he could outperform Etienne when given the chance in 2024, and Jacksonville doubled down by drafting Bashal Tutin and LaQuint Allen, sending a pretty clear message about where they see their backfield hierarchy heading. Alex K. from Bleacher Report recently floated the idea that the Jags might just cut Etienne rather than try to find a trade partner, especially if teams decide to play the waiting game. For Baltimore, adding Etienne would address their one glaring need behind Henry, a reliable pass-catching threat who can keep drives alive when teams start keying on the big man. While Justice Hill, Keaton Mitchell, and Rasheen Ali provide decent depth, Mitchell's injury history creates uncertainty, and none of them bring Etienne's proven receiving chops. The former Clemson star posted 39 catches for 254 yards during his down 2024 season. But the year before that, he hauled in 58 receptions for 476 yards. These numbers would immediately make him the Ravens' most dangerous pass-catching back. Sure, adding Etienne might feel like a luxury when you already have the best power runner in football. But Baltimore's commitment to ground and pound makes this a move that could elevate their offense to another level. In a system that lives and dies by controlling the line of scrimmage, having a versatile weapon who can spell Henry on rushing downs and create mismatches in the passing game isn't just smart roster building. Instead, it's the kind of addition that could be the difference between a good season and a championship run. Deion Sanders' ex-wife Pilar has no words for Shilo's gesture on struggling father's special day. Deion Sanders has been divorced twice, but his dynamics with his children never changed. "Never stop fathering. Don't let anything get in your way of fathering," he said last year, explaining how his life revolved around his kids, and the moves he made in his career were all after considering how it would affect them. Now, the next generation, mainly Shedeur and Shilo, aim to carry forward his legacy in the NFL. While Shedeur is with the Browns, Shilo signed a contract with the Bucs, and though it might take time for either of them to break out as stars in the professional league, that remains their number one goal. But that doesn't mean they will let life roll away. They intend to make the most of the opportunities they have received, thanks to their father, Deion Sanders. And so on Father's Day, Shilo decided to share a primetime throwback for his dad and their fans. He took to Instagram and uploaded a video with his caption, "A few years ago when I gave it Deion Sanders the best Father's Day gift ever." What exactly was the video about? The clip was from a couple of years ago, on Father's Day, when Shilo took 2 footballs to his dad and got his autograph on them. First, he hugged his dad, gave him a kiss on the cheek, and got his autograph. Has anyone ever told you you are just a great dad? You're a great guy? Best coach ever. Best coach dad ever. You know what? You're getting something from Father's Day, he stated, and proceeded to give his dad a football with his own autograph on it. Here, a Deion Sanders signed football, Shilo said as his pops laughed. However, fret not. The Sanders had a big celebration on the occasion this year, and the proud father shared some lovely pictures on his Instagram account. In fact, son Deion Sanders Jr. recorded the entire day, capturing fond memories. He asked each of his siblings to share their favorite Father's Day moment with their dad. At 33, Deandra has spent more Father's Days with Coach Prime than any of them, and so, she had plenty of moments to look back on. "I feel like I have a lot of good memories, father memories, but I feel like maybe this Father's Day was probably the best. Because 3 of us were with him today, Shilo and Shedeur are in camp. But that was really cool. But there was yet another absence, an expected one. It was Pilar. While she is cheering on for her sons, she has not acknowledged her son Shilo's Father's Day tribute. But comment or not, Deion Sanders certainly looked happy with his children in the video, despite facing a serious health crisis. Deion Sanders misses Colorado offseason workouts amid health scare. Deion Sanders is currently away from the team as he recovers from an undisclosed medical issue, according to his family and public statements. Sanders, 57, is spending time at home in Texas and has not been with the Buffaloes during June workouts. He was also absent from the Foundation for Sickle Cell Disease Research's annual symposium in Florida, where he had been scheduled to speak. This marks yet another summer Sanders has dealt with a serious health issue. In 2021, he was hospitalized with circulation problems in his left leg, which led to the amputation of 2 toes. In 2023, he underwent emergency surgery to address blood clots in the same leg and was warned by doctors of potential amputation or worse. Sanders chronicled both situations on social media and remained active with the team during recovery periods. And now, on June 11th, Sanders addressed the current situation via social media, writing, "I can assure you all that everything is okay and will continue to be so. No additional medical details or return timeline have been provided." Sanders reportedly lost 14 pounds in recent weeks. A short video shared by his sons showed him appearing physically weakened but in good spirits. The family has not disclosed the cause of the weight loss or his current treatment plan. For now, Colorado's coaching staff continues to run off-season activities in his absence. There is no indication this will affect Sanders' status for fall camp.